Oh, we need a countdown. Oh, no countdown. Oh, cool. All right, everybody. Welcome to the next episode of the Actual Anime Podcast, the podcast where we talk about anime, manga, video games, and everything in between. I'm your host, Stefan. I am joined by my co-host, Caleb. Say what's good.
What's going on, guys? Let's get it. What is it, episode 14?
14 on a roll, man. All right, so we just gonna start this off by saying I'm caught up with One Piece. So you niggas y'all can't get on me no more about not being caught up on One Piece. I'm caught up. I finished it. I'm in Wano. I know. I've been saying this shit since episode 3 that I'm gonna start watching it, and I'm caught up. I'm caught up. So that's it.
Hey, it's a wonderful place to be.
Wonderful place to be. So now I'm kind of in a situation where I don't know what to do with my life because I've literally devoted so much time to reading and watching One Piece that I'm like, it's like there's a void. I don't know how to fill it. I don't know what to read or watch.
Yeah.
So
have you thought about starting a different anime yet?
Yeah, man.
Like ones you're gonna binge?
Yeah. I'm thinking, man, I need like a binge-worthy anime. I don't want an anime that's like 12 fucking episodes because then it's like, well, that took me a day. So I want something that like I can like consistently watch. I could rewatch an old show, but I've been doing that for years. I don't think I need to do that. So I don't know. I'm just thinking. I'm just taking opinions on what people are watching. Spy Family might be one that I can just like get into. I could read some manga, but I mean, other than that, I'm chilling. I'm chilling, bro. So, what you got going on?
I respect that. Sheesh, man. Well, the only thing that I've been really getting into, I mean, obviously, I'm still keeping up with Chainsaw Man and the new Sasuke manga that I'm pretty interested in. Other than that, I mean, obviously, like when the new Bleach episode comes out, I'm right there. And that's been pretty much it, honestly. I was watching a lot of like in-depth breakdowns, and for those who are interested in later on's content, it kind of plays into what we're going to be talking about in today's podcast. But so it's really been more of like the history of animes and the history of characters throughout all of like pretty much just, for lack of a better term, like geek culture, geek sphere, so to speak. And getting the backstory on them and trying to really get into power scaling and understanding like how strong are these characters, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Other than that, that's been pretty much it, really.
Cool. That's funny you mentioned power
scaling. I beat PS4. I beat the PS4 Spider-Man.
Oh, how'd you like it? How you like it?
It was great. It was great. It was honestly 8.7 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
The small changes that I would make to it is that sometimes it's hard to do 360 battles, like when you're being surrounded by people.
Yeah,
it's very difficult to keep up sometimes, and not seeing like you're trying to dodge and you'll still get hit sometimes, and like the small little gameplay things.
Yeah,
storyline was great. It was very fluid, even when it was remastered for the PS5. It's amazing. I think it was just it was a sensational game, honestly. So I'm excited.
You finna do Miles Morales next?
Yeah, 100. Yeah, I'm 100%.
Cool.
Yeah,
cool. You gonna like that one? Literally, bro. It's an improvement of almost everything.
Which I've heard. Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah, like it. You can only go up, and that's definitely the direction that they went with it. So I like Miles Morales, man. Ellis was telling me about it. He was like, "Yeah, I fuck with it. I like Miles Morales."
Yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm here for it.
All right. Yeah, man. I ain't got nothing else. So if you want to get started in your stuff, let's do it.
All right. So we're going to try to make this as peaceful as we can.
As chaotic as physically possible.
Yeah. So B and I are both pretty passionate when it comes to certain characters that we'll be talking about today. So the premise of today is death matches. And we are going to put away all the BS that you hear in all these YouTube videos and all these fanboys are talking about this, that, and the third. We're going to get down to the damn brass tacks. What does the evidence say about certain death matches? All right. So let me set the stage for you before we get into who's fighting who. Okay. All right. So to set the stage for our champions, we must first understand what brought them together. Upon looking out over all universes everywhere, The overall creator decided to hold a contest to determine who would lead his vast armada. For that, he would need multiple roles to be filled, spearheaded by the greatest champion of all realms. To kickstart this, the conquest of the Colosseum, which would be held to determine who would be selected to fill these roles, each character would battle it out to the death or until one side would concede. When selected, he would allow them to prepare for the upcoming battle to ensure that all aspects of each character would be able to be accurately assessed. So we got 10 death battles going on today. All right. We'll start off the age-old debate. And I don't know if you want to go in any specific order about this, but this is going to be for the Grandmaster. This is going to be the overall champion of every other champion to come. Superman versus Goku. We're going to nail it down. We're going to go through all the facts. What does the anime say? What does the manga say? What do comics say? And we're really going to hash it out and find out who would beat whose ass. That's all I care about. The second upcoming one we got is Naruto versus Ichigo. I feel like some people are going to be really one-sided on one side or the other. Third is going to be Deku versus Asa from My Hero and Black Clover. 4 is Tanjiro versus Denji from Demon Slayer and from Chainsaw Man. Number 5 is going to be Saitama versus Wolverine, obviously from Wolverine from the X-Men and Saitama from One Punch Man. Number 6 is Sasuke from the Naruto universe versus Meliodas from the Seven Deadly Sins. Number 7, which I think is the most unique one, because the comics are so strained on this character sometimes. The Hulk from Marvel Comics versus Escanor from the Seven Deadly Sins. Number 8, probably the most hotly debated one is going to be today, is going to be Madara versus Luffy from One Piece. Number 9 is going to be Batman, obviously from DC Comics, versus Kakashi from Naruto. And then last but not least, we'll have Zoro from One Piece versus Kirito from Sword Art Online, the first season. So now that we have the stage set and we have the characters set and we all know how it's going to go down, let's go over a little bit of rules. Okay. Before we get into it, we have to understand that the creator who set up these death battles wants them to be at the best version of themselves. Okay, the true version of themselves, I should say, not the best version. Because we all know that there are certain characters that are so broken or are written a certain way that they're undefeatable, right? So we have to take the true version of themselves. What would be the most accurate to who they are as a character? Okay. And we can kind of discuss that going back and forth here for a little bit, but that's the goal. We want to know if this character was pushed to their limit, their absolute limit, pushed to their moral limits, their psychological limits, everything. We're taking all of it into account. Who would end up winning by death or from conceding? All right. And then, of course, it's no casualties nearby. We're in the Colosseum, which is just obviously out in space somewhere. All right. Got any questions for me?
Nope.
All right, cool.
There you go. Cool.
Let's get it. All right. So who do you want to start with first?
We can go down the list, man. Superman versus Goku. Let's do it.
All right, let's get it. All right. So I feel like before we even started the podcast, me and you knew this was gonna be a hot one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I know which side you're gonna sit on. So I'm gonna let you take Goku and I'm gonna take Superman. All right.
Okay. Cool. Easy, man.
So
go ahead, go first. Go ahead, take it, bro. Right. Go ahead and take it.
So in an all-out battle between Goku and Superman, I think it would depend on where they are, and if we're talking about character true flaws, the character flaw of Goku is that he always wants his opponent to be the strongest they possibly can be, because if he doesn't beat them at their strongest level, then it won't matter to him. And the main character flaw of Superman is he doesn't want to kill people. He always wants to do what's right by people, but he will stop someone from dying. If someone's going to kill a lot of innocent people, he will stop them, but he doesn't genuinely want to hurt people, and he oftentimes pulls his punches. because he doesn't want to hurt people. Same thing with like a Spider-Man. If Spider-Man was really hitting everyone as hard as he could, he'd be killing people.
Mhm.
The movie would be too long. So he
Facts.
oftentimes will pull his punches, and that puts him in a precarious situation because sometimes it'll wear him down to the point where he doesn't have full energy anymore. And just to be clear, I'm talking about Superman from the comics, not Superman from the movies. So don't be coming over here with like, well, in Man of Steel, he got this, that, and the third. In Batman. Okay,
actually, in Man of Steel, relax.
Yeah, get out of here with all that. So first, I want to talk about strength. Who is truly stronger between the two? I'm talking about physical power. And if I'm going to give it to somebody, and this is not abilities, this is not laser vision versus, Goku whenever he has his different Super Saiyan forms or whatever. I'm talking about who can hit the hardest. I don't really think it's a contest. If you look at Superman comic 13, I think Superman wins this by a landslide. And here's what I'm saying. So in this excerpt, it says Superman decided to work out with some of the most advanced machines in the world and found out that he could bench press the weight of an entire planet, roughly 5.976 sextillion metric tons, for 5 days straight. When he gets really supercharged by the sun, Superman's strength levels are virtually limitless. We haven't found out how strong Goku can be, and we haven't really truly found out how strong Superman can be either outside of Superman Prime. But if you're talking about just raw physical ability, I don't really think that people realize how strong Superman is. To bench press a planet for 5 straight fucking days is insane. That is not possible. Second, if we're talking about, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that Superman's strong now. So we're not talking about like transformations or anything like that. We're talking about if these two niggas met in base form, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if we're talking about if we're gonna go the strongest they could ever be,
then
we have to bring in Superman Prime, which is unfortunate because he's a literal god. And he could just be like, and everyone disappears. So that's not fair.
Yeah. Then we'd have to talk about Ultra Instinct Goku and him versus Moro, and are they on a planetary level or a multiversal level? And that's
we can do. That's not a problem. I'll go there.
We can get into it, bro. We can get into
it. Yeah, we can go there. But what I would say in base form, without supercharging, without bathing in the sun for a million years, and especially with Goku not having magic or having kryptonite, which are Superman's 2 only weaknesses, there has never been a time in comics where someone has ever beat Superman that hasn't used kryptonite or had magic outside of like Doomsday. But Doomsday is another Kryptonian, and they fought for forever. And Superman still won the fight. So obviously there's been times where like Doomsday's had kryptonite infused into his body and he beat the crap out of Superman and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But like base level Superman is so much stronger than people give him credit for. I think you've got to give just raw strength to Superman. What do you think?
Raw strength, man. I don't know. How versed is Superman when it comes to like martial arts, fighting skill, fighting IQ, and stuff like that?
So that was a different section that I was going to get into, which was like battle IQ and battle skills and stuff like that.
Cool.
But he definitely knows martial arts, and but he unfortunately most of the time relies on just physical strength and speed because the people he fights are not nearly ever as strong as him. So he's not as well versed as Goku. Goku's been doing this for a long time.
I'll give Goku the battle IQ, right? But as far as strength,
absolutely. Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm leaning towards Superman, man. And I know it's crazy. I'm leaning towards Superman, but I can't look at it through like nostalgia goggles and be like, bro, Goku's taking it. Because I know the different people that Goku's fought. But he's always fought in these multiversal level threats like Jiren or like Zamasu in some type of transformation, whether it be Super Saiyan Blue or Ultra Instinct or anything like that.
Or whatever.
Base level power, I don't think Goku's touching Superman. I
Yeah,
don't.
and I really don't think it's close.
I
However,
really don't.
yeah, and like I said, this is just off of raw physical strength. Now, if we
Yeah.
want to get into skill, I think it's a landslide for Goku. Goku's mastered
Oh
so
yeah.
many different types of martial arts. He's done so much training. He has so much energy control. The dude,
He's
like
had so many
people,
different, bro. King Kai, Whis, bro.
yeah,
Come on,
like
bro.
come on,
All
bro.
that
Like that
training.
dude's got hands.
Yeah.
I think that so I think that is heavily in Goku's favor because if you
Mm,
know anything about martial arts ever, martial arts strength does play a part into it. So you're not going to see someone who weighs like a buck 20 fighting someone who's a buck like 255 pounds, right? So
facts.
just because you have technique doesn't mean that strength doesn't matter. But I would
Hmm.
say if strength is relatively in a ballpark,
Hmm.
skill will matter way more.
Yeah. Facts. It like
So
it's really crazy, man. It's really crazy when you're talking about battle IQ and like Goku or just any shonen person in general. Cause like Goku, he's got the trope where he's a little stupid with everything
yeah,
else, but like fighting, dude is a master, man. He's like
right.
fighting IQ. He can literally come up with a plan on the spot, like on the
Yeah.
spot, and that's a trait that a lot of characters don't have, and it's a crazy trait to
Mhm.
have, bro. Because literally, it's such a I'm not gonna say it's a hack because it's just smart fighting. It's just smart fighting,
Right.
but strength wise, I gotta give it to Superman, man. As
Right.
nostalgic as I want to be, I have to give it to Superman. And like,
Mhm.
um, I like how we're using like base, because I mean,
Yeah.
hey, if we were talking about like, bro, fucking cosmic Superman or some shit like that, that would be a
Yeah. It's just yeah.
completely different conversation. But yeah,
Because
yeah,
yeah.
I gotta give strength to
Uh,
Superman, man. Now
yeah.
it's crazy. I feel like the real weakness that Goku has is he's got two. One, he's gonna let you charge up to however strong
True.
you want to be because he wants to beat you at your best. Even if your
Right.
best can smoke the fuck out of him, he wants to see it with his own eyes.
Yeah.
And two is stamina. Goku, he doesn't have all the stamina in the world. He definitely has gotten tired in a few fights.
Yeah.
We've all seen him huffing and puffing in a few fights. Like
Mhm.
it's crazy. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Superman has crazy amounts of speed, crazy amounts of stamina, and if he's getting tired, bro can just fly up, head to the sun real quick, and be all cool. Now,
That's true.
granted,
Yeah.
Goku could take a sensu bean, but he wouldn't. Saiyan Pride and
Right.
all that, Goku would not take a sensu bean. I know that.
Right.
I don't
And
think
so
Superman would be above going to the sun just for a quick little recharge, but
no way. Yeah, he's done it on multiple occasions. So but
facts.
here's the thing is Superman would and this is why I wanted to set the scene until I don't think Goku would ever concede.
No, no.
Superman would have to kill him, but Superman would never kill him. Does that make sense? So
I'm
we're doing the
really
battle of morals because we know that Superman is physically stronger and faster, but we know that battle IQ wise, Goku is way superior. At
mhm,
some point, endurance is going to come into play, like we just talked about. Superman has
yep.
been known to do things that are insane for a very long amount of time. Not that Goku can't, but he has been seen getting tired. Not that Superman hasn't been seen getting tired, but not normal physical tasks
It
without.
takes more workload to get
Yeah,
Superman tired over Goku.
yeah, exactly. And the thing, like, tired is relative because really he only gets weak and tired when Kryptonite's around, or he's
Yeah.
fighting a Kryptonian, right? But he has fought Kryptonians for days and
Hmm.
day. Like when he fought Darkseid, he fought Darkseid for just for years. So
Yeah.
I think it boils down to who is going to allow their morals to get in the way. And I personally think that Goku would never concede to Superman, just out of Saiyan pride.
No,
So that leaves
Goku would not concede.
Will Superman kill him? And I don't think he would ever see Goku as a threat to like the people of Earth and the people he cares about outside of this Coliseum to be like engaged enough to kill him. So I think who is really stronger? I think in base form, Superman is stronger. And I think Superman on paper would win a fight. However, I think that he would concede to Goku because he knew that Goku wouldn't concede. Does that make sense?
Realistically, bro, I'm being 100% honest. I'm really thinking of both sides right now. Realistically, this shit could go on forever, bro. Like,
yes,
neither of
that's
them,
what I'm
neither of them
saying.
are gonna give up, bro.
Yeah.
Either it's gonna go. I don't think it would go out into a stalemate. Honestly, it might go into a fucking stalemate, bro. They're just gonna be swinging at each other. Like, realistically, if you put these two people in a world together, there's no malicious intent. They don't want to kill each other. They're not villains. They probably just treat it like a training session, bro. I'm gonna be 100% real.
Exactly.
They would probably treat it like a training session. So this, like, I'm gonna give strength to Superman. Speed, base, I'm gonna give to Superman. Because I know, like, it's weird because people say that, you know, Goku can dodge these light speed level attacks, but I mean, light speed's kind of relative depending on what you know world you're talking about. So light speed in Dragon Ball Z could be something completely different from light speed in like DC. So I'm just gonna say you know what? I'm gonna say they're both just same level of speed. I'm gonna draw it. I'm gonna draw speed because it's relative to whatever you're talking about. Because the comics, man. I know we had a conversation about this like a little earlier, but like Superman is only as strong as the plot requires him to be.
Exactly.
Let's just be 100% honest. Like, if I know we were talking about the comic before where I said like Venom showed up in Metropolis and he like mocked. I think it was the crossover event, DC and Marvel.
Yeah, the DC,
like 1996, something like that. Yeah, bro. Like Venom mocked him and Spider-Man at the same time, bro. Like with ease, just because the plot said it needed to happen. So it's really hard like putting these two together when there's so many different like things you have to look at in terms of Superman versus the just continuous like progression cycle of Goku. But base form, I gotta give the strength to Superman. Speed, which is call it a draw, and stamina, I'm gonna give to Superman. So
and I would give battle technique to Goku.
Battle technique to Goku. So honestly, this might be a stalemate, man.
Yeah,
it might be.
So
I'm looking at stalemate.
On paper, it's a 2 for Superman, 1 tie, 1 for Goku.
Yep.
So if we're going off just paper for base form, I think Superman would, if like they were both bloodlusted and they had to kill the other person and they absolutely must do it or else the whole world explodes or whatever, I think Superman wins this fight.
Yeah, because it's been shown, even when Goku was fighting Frieza, the nigga who bodied his entire race, killed his homie in front of him, was about to smoke his son, and he couldn't kill him. Like, and that was one of the most evil villains you've ever seen in your life, bro. Right. He's not gonna want to kill. Yeah, he's not gonna want to kill Superman. He's not gonna want to.
And we've seen when Superman is bloodlusted, for example, like the Injustice storyline.
Oh yeah.
Where Goku the Joker kills Lois. Well, essentially, what happens? He brainwashes Superman to think that Lois Lane is Doomsday, and he ends up killing
takes
Lois
him up,
and And so in that, you see how bloodlusted Superman becomes, and he just starts killing everybody. He started killing such high-level heroes that all the arguments for everyone who was like, oh, well, yeah, Shazam would beat Superman because Shazam has magic. He just ripped Shazam's fucking heart out.
Which is a smart way to end those comparisons. Like, you literally saw what would happen. So that was smart. I'll give it to him.
If Superman really wanted to, there's not really, without like kryptonite, there's really no one who could beat him. Well, and the Red Sun, but there's really not much who could beat him.
I can agree with that. As much as I love Goku, I can agree with that. That the good-heartedness of Goku is gonna get in his way. So
yeah, I do think eventually Goku would wear down, and that's just what I think. I think endurance is going to play a lot of part into it, and I think that the endurance of Superman is too strong. So.
Facts. Yeah, it would definitely come out to a who could last longer type thing,
right?
Because I feel like they're so similar in some ways, and they're so different in some ways. Like some things Goku has potentially, if transformations are involved, potentially over Superman.
Right.
But there's
Yeah,
also
okay.
some things, if we include Superman's various forms and various iterations that
Exactly.
we've seen of him, that are leagues above Goku. So
Right. And
just
that's why
base
I was saying
form.
from exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but
That's what I
yeah,
was like. If you want to bring in forms, then it's like, well, yeah, you can give them Ultra Instinct and you can give them, you know, Super Saiyan Blue and you can give them all these
yep,
things. But like that means you have to give Superman Prime
the
and
same
Cosmic
thing, yeah,
Superman.
and
And like
all
you
that.
have to do that then. And at that level, like Superman is just too strong. He's just
Yeah,
the writers, like you said, Superman is only as strong or as weak as the writers make him. And in those comics,
mm-hmm.
they wanted to set the precedent of like there was nobody around who could touch that dude. It was
God tier
crazy.
level, bro. God tier
Yeah.
level. But
So
yeah, I'm gonna say this one is a draw, man. It's a draw. It's a
yeah.
stalemate. So
All right. So all right, on to number 2. Naruto versus Ichigo. I took the lead the last one. Let's see what you got.
all right, man. I'm gonna
Because we
say
might
Naruto,
agree.
man. I'm gonna say Naruto.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like Naruto has a bigger arsenal of jutsu. We're going off base, right? Or are we doing Baryon mode? And
Well, in this one, I would say no, because just
okay,
because there are not so many various forms for Ichigo
of
and Naruto that there
Ichigo.
are for Goku and Superman.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna take Naruto at his best, and I'm gonna take Ichigo at his best.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Naruto because again, I feel like Naruto battle IQ. I feel like Naruto takes it. Naruto's been through some shit, bro.
That is
Like
true.
Naruto's been through some shit, bro. He's got a bigger arsenal of jutsu. I feel like his combat knowledge is up there. He's had insane training from Jiraiya, Kakashi, bro. Like Kakashi, that nigga
Yes, that's
Kakashi, bro. So speed
yeah.
wise, I feel like
Speed's
I
got to
think
go to
I'm
Naruto. That dude's so
speed's got to go to
fast.
Naruto, bro. It's got to go to
Yeah,
Naruto.
yeah.
One thing, durability, durability. Who you think taking that, man?
So here's the problem that I have, right? Is because one, I know Ichigo, but I don't know Ichigo
Like
like Ellis knows Ichigo. You know what I mean?
facts.
Like I know Naruto. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
like it's a hard fight for me because all the research that I've done into it and going back and rewatching certain episodes and certain I went back and rewatched like Ichigo's top 5 or top 10 fights or whatever.
Yeah.
Bro, Ichigo is fast.
Mm-hmm.
But Naruto, I would say just off of feats alone, when he fought the 4th Raikage, remember this fight?
Yep.
As soon as he got to KSM 2,
Mm-hmm.
that dude moved faster than the 4th Raikage. I personally have not seen Ichigo move that fast yet. That's just me.
Yeah. My bleach knowledge is a little hazy, but I just off like review before the episode, I didn't see anything where Ichigo was moving at beyond light speed or anything like that.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Maybe I was looking at the wrong websites. Y'all can let me know. But me
Drop it in the
personally,
comments.
yeah, drop it down there. But I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
there's
didn't
something
see
in the
it.
manga that I didn't read, but me off YouTube, I didn't see it. I didn't see it
Facts.
going against Naruto. So speed, I'm gonna get after Naruto. Durability, I
I'm
gotta
gonna
get
give it
after
to
Naruto.
Ichigo. I'm gonna
Really?
give it to Ichigo. Yeah, no, that dude is taking. Well, it's hard, man,
It's
because like
really
if we're
hard,
taking
yeah.
like if we're taking like Baryon mode Naruto, like that dude's endurance is very very limited, but he's very powerful in that short amount of time. But if
Yeah.
we're taking like just like normal like 6th Hokage Naruto, that dude's regenerative ability is literally unparalleled, other than like maybe
Insane.
Hashirama.
It's insane.
And
So it's hard,
and he's
bro.
got the 9 tails, and
Not
he's like,
yeah.
he's got so much chakra. It's so hard. But like, I've seen
It's
Ichigo fight for a long time, man. Like,
yeah. I think I'm
I,
gonna
I don't
give
know. I would say just off of endurance alone, I've seen more feats of endurance from Naruto. Because that man, if you don't remember, like he fought. How many days was that ninja war? It's got to be like what, at least 3 or
3,
4 in a
2, 4.
row, and then he
Yeah.
fought Madara. and
And it was it was
Kaguya in
it
the
was
same
constant,
day.
like
Like, yeah, it
yeah,
was
it was
nothing but
constant
all out
fighting. It
battle.
wasn't like take five, bro, take five. No, like
Yeah,
it was
hey man, time out, bro.
constant
Like,
fighting. Yeah, like I'm not
yeah,
nah, bro. It was
yeah.
constant. So I'm gonna give. I honestly, I think Naruto's taking this one, bro. I think Naruto's taking it.
You
Just the
know,
tools he
when
has, the durability he has, the speed he has,
yeah,
and the battle IQ that Naruto has. I think he's mopping. Not mopping. Let me not say that. I don't want nobody to.
yeah, I was like,
I
Deep
think he's
about to go
beating.
crazy.
I think he's beating
Uh,
Ichigo.
Ichigo,
Again,
okay.
there might be some stuff that I didn't see. Y'all can let us know. But just going off what I saw, Naruto.
You know,
So
coming into this, I did way more research into Ichigo than obviously I did Naruto because I grew up watching Naruto and I know
yeah.
everything about it. So coming in, I thought I was gonna pick Ichigo for this fight. I really did. But
Uh,
now, like talking out loud and like convincing myself of remembering what's going on, I think
mhm.
Naruto's gonna win this fight, man. I really do. I think Naruto's gonna win. His regenerative ability is too insane. His speed is insane. He's got just a complete and total arsenal of jutsu. Like Ichigo's, I think, got the better fighting mentality.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ichigo is definitely more of a cold-blooded killer than Naruto is. But I think Naruto's just how do you beat him? That's like he's just you can hit him and he can regenerate unless you can hit him hard enough where he can't regenerate, which I don't think Ichigo can do
That
yet.
could be an option if you just hit him harder. I
You
guess
just got to
would
hit
be
him as
the
hard as you
argument.
can.
Just hit him as hard as you fucking can. You know.
So I'm
But
not
yeah,
saying
I'm
it's
definitely taking
impossible.
Naruto.
Yeah, but I think Naruto wins this fight.
Yeah. So easy.
Uh,
That's two out the
all
way.
right, all right, number three, and this one's
I ain't
gonna
gonna
be a
hold you.
little
This one might be a
spicy.
debate. This one might be a debate,
Yeah,
my nigga. Because Deku is my
this
nigga.
is gonna get a little spicy.
So
I know. All right, Deku versus Asta from Black Clover. Who you got?
uh Deku. Deku. And
All
I,
right,
I
so
I'll talk about it, my nigga. I'll talk
yeah,
about it.
I know you would. This is what I'll let
So
you. I'll let you take this.
all right, cool. So let me get my voice right. All right, so check it out. So first off, Deku's got durability, bro, because he took a hit from Shigaraki after he got out of that chamber from War Arc Shigaraki, who is designed to be around the same level as Prime All Might, if not stronger.
Right.
He was at
Mm-hmm.
45% one for all when he took that hit, just for a little defensive boost. But that's still a hard hit, my
Mm-hmm.
nigga. At
Mm-hmm.
100%, he was beating Shigaraki down so bad, Shigaraki had zero time to regenerate his injuries because he has a regeneration quirk. I
Mm-hmm.
hope I'm not spoiling anything for y'all. Spoiler alert. I should have said that before. Um, but yeah, power wise, bro, Deku and all of the other users of One for all the quirks that are manifested for Deku, he literally
Mm-hmm.
has a quirk for every situation. He's got Black Whip, bro.
True.
Fajin. He's got Air Force for ranged attacks. He can Detroit smash your fucking face in. He's got the new transformation he got with Gear Shift that he can boost up One for All to 120%. Like stamina wise, after the initial once Shigaraki got out for the first time, like stamina wise, Deku's got it, bro. Because Deku felt bad, which you need to start watching. Because the Vigilante Deku arc is literally, he kind of just says, you know what? He pulls a Goku. He's like, I think it's safer if I just dip out. So he did his own
Mm-hmm.
thing for like, I want to say it was a month, just doing his own thing,
Right.
just fighting random villains and assassins that Shigaraki sent because he didn't want to do it himself. He did not want to do the work himself, killing Deku. So he
Right.
said,
Yeah.
y'all go handle it. And literally for a month straight, no rest, no breaks, no sleep, no food, no nothing. This man was fighting for his life for a month
Right.
straight, bro. He had to be on high alert, like at all times. And I'll give before I keep going, bro. Do you want to talk about Asta? Because I don't want to gush over Deku and not hear the other
Yeah.
side.
So here's the thing, right? So like I am not gonna disagree. Like you know how I feel about Deku, but I'm gonna
I
do
know.
my best. I'm gonna do my best to not let my bias get in the way here. Okay. So we all know Asta and his abilities come from his grimoire, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the demon that lives inside of it. We have still not seen Asta get to a level where I would consider him like god tier. You know what I mean? So, but he
Mm-hmm.
follows the same similar progression to most of the other characters. Right now, as far as I remember, He still hasn't fully mastered the grimoire yet, and the
Mm-hmm.
demon inside still can influence him in negative ways. But it ultimately boils down to, I think I have seen enough of Asta harnessing anti-magic to know like what he can do and what he can't do, right? So
Mm-hmm.
like Asta, in the reason that Asta is so powerful in his universe is because he doesn't have any mana, right? And it turns that grimoire turns his greatest weakness into his strength, right? Because you need to have no mana to use this thing because it's anti-mana, right? Like that's the whole point. That's what makes him so powerful against other magic users. But Deku doesn't use magic.
He uses
Deku
quirks.
doesn't use magic. He
They're
uses
different.
quirks. So now you're talking about a completely separate thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to give this fight, me personally, I'm giving this to Deku. But it has nothing to do with Deku. It has everything to do with the fact that he has All Might's quirk, and All Might would beat the dog shit out of Asta. So I'm going to give it to Deku.
And it's
Though I
crazy.
do think it's going to be a tougher fight.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure, man. It's crazy how you mentioned that, because I was just about to say Asta and his anti-magic. Like, I feel like Asta in his world, crazy. But like, if you take out the fact that like technically his sword and his anti-magic and all that, it's useful against magic users. Quirks aren't magic. Quirks are manifested from when you're born, from your physical abilities. It's nothing magic involved.
It's on a cellular
so
level.
Yeah, technically Asta would not be able to even fucking hurt Deku, because Deku doesn't use magic.
Just abilities.
Yeah, and again, Deku's got Black Whip. He can restrain Asta if he wanted to transform into gear shit for a power boost. He's got Smoke Screen if he wanted to, evade any danger. He's got Danger Sense where he can. It's kind of like Spider Sense, but kind of not really.
That's the best. That's like the closest thing I could give.
Yeah, the best comparison you're gonna get. He can use Fajin. Tell me if I'm butchering that, y'all. But Fajin, where he's basically storing up his kinetic energy, and he can basically keep his 100% one for all form going. So yeah, Deku's got versatility, durability. He's got the speed. He got ranged, close range. I'm giving this to Deku, man.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give it to Deku as well. I think Asta, like we said, because his abilities are so tailored to his universe and they don't really cross over, like it's not like he has an anti-quirk or he can't steal a quirk ability like Nine, like he can't do anything like that. So ultimately it comes down to who can hit harder, really, and like who has better endurance. And like, sure, Asta can be like, oh, I'm not going to give up, but that's what Deku does as well, because they're both shown in characters that's literally stitched into their DNA. And I just think that on a power level, I think that his all for one is just so much stronger than Asta's anti-mat. Like, what's he going to do?
Yeah,
what's he going to do? So I think as much as I hate Deku, I think that
gotta give it to my boy Deku.
I gotta give it up, and you know how painful that is for me, because that man,
it's okay.
I despise that man.
Things change, people change, feelings change too. You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
You'll be all right.
What's the next one?
All right. Number 4. It's going a lot. It's actually going a lot better than I thought it was. Number 4 is Tanjiro from Demon Slayer or Denji from Chainsaw Man, and I know it's kind of hard because we have so much more of a sample size from Tanjiro than we do for Denji, but I feel like they're both not god tier characters, which is why I think this is such a good fight scene between the two, because we've seen plenty of Tanjiro fighting on really high levels, but he has never been alone, right? So like look at the most recent Demon Slayer movie, right? Rengoku was the one who did the bulk of the fighting against the upper moon, or he was a lower moon, right?
Upper, I want to say upper.
And then the whole arc with the new Hashira of Sound, he did most of the fighting against the demon's blood scythe. And then so Tanjiro didn't not do anything. Obviously, he was a big part of it, but like he has never really fought. I mean, you could argue he's fought good people, but
alone, Tanjiro's fought in the beginning during the selection arc, the hand demon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Remember that one? Yeah, the
Yeah.
hand demon. I'm trying to remember if there was anything else because I'm going off of anime only. The hand demon for sure. I think that's the only one. Let me know. Let me know down below if I'm forgetting one, but I think
I
that's
don't
the
think
only
I
one.
think that's the only
Because
one that he's
yeah, because
fought
after
solo.
that he met Zenitsu, then he met Inosuke, and he's pretty much been bunched up with
He's
those
been with them
three
ever,
since. Yeah,
with his sister. Yeah.
yeah. So,
So I don't think I think because we have such a small sample size of Tanjiro by himself that this fight is actually well merited. So all the people in the comics, if you disagree with me, let me know. But I think this is a pretty good battle.
okay. So what do you
I
think?
know right now, without any help, I think that Denji takes this fight. I
Okay,
think
go
Denji
ahead,
takes this
go ahead,
fight. All
go
right,
ahead. Why?
so here's why. Okay, from what I've seen, and this is well, and you know what? It hurts my soul to say that because Tanjiro really could give him the hands, right? Like my heart wants to give it to Tanjiro, right? Because he's done he's pulled off way more feats than Denji, but I
Mm-hmm.
feel like Denji has fought and progressed so much faster than Tanjiro did, from what I have seen. Again, so if I haven't finished the Chainsaw Man arc, so y'all can let me know in the comments if you disagree, but I feel like Denji is a better solo fighter than Tanjiro is. I think if you're going ones, Tanjiro hasn't really shown me that he can just solo it on his own without help before, like on a main level, bloodthirsty, and like Denji's in it to win it. Like that's the thing. If he can get to touch some girl afterward, he in it to win it. Like he's gonna try to win that fight,
Tell
you
him he's
know.
touching
And
some
then
tits and he'll kill whoever, bro.
that's what I'm saying. So like and it's a good. I think it's an even better battle is because Denji is obviously has a demon in him, and like Tanjiro is a demon slayer. So obviously I
That's
know the universes don't cross, but
yeah.
that's why I set the battle the way that I did. And I think that Denji's his utility and um, his versatility is a lot greater than I've seen Tanjiro be right now. Now it would be interesting to see how Denji responds to the breathing techniques for the water and fire breathing techniques that Tanjiro's inevitably going to pull out. But I think that it would be a lot closer of a fight than people think. I think that people are just going to say here demon, and then obviously Tanjiro is a demon slayer. I think they're just
Mhm.
going to automatically give it to him, and I don't think it's that way. If anything, I'm leaning towards Denji in this fight. What are your
Okay.
thoughts?
Okay, man. So the reason why I didn't say Denji, I'll get into it. But first off, let me put some respect on my boy Tanjiro name, bro. So check it out. Tanjiro, his smarts, his fighting knowledge are insane, bro. I'm trying not to go
True.
off manga. I'm going off anime only, but Tanjiro is a master in on the fly um modifications to his fighting, bro.
Right.
When he was
Hmm.
fighting Rui, the spider demon, he was,
True.
figuring shit out real quick. Um, and it's crazy. I feel like Tanjiro would be able to see how Denji fights and how he operates with just like a little bit of fighting. Like, for example, right? I'm gonna bring some manga stuff into it, but like, spoiler, Tanjiro fought Akaza in chapter 150, right? And Akaza mentioned battle spirit. It's kind of the same thing as like Ultra Ego Vegeta, where the more you use shit like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Akaza mentioned battle spirit once, and Tanjiro was able to watch him for maybe 10 seconds while he fought Giyu, and he was able to link what battle spirit is and how to counter it by linking it to his sense of smell, a conversation he had with Inosuke on how how Inosuke has the battle tingle that he can feel.
Yeah.
He
Hmm.
kind of put two and two together, and he was like, "Okay, I'm thinking it's something like this," and he was able to fight Akaza 1-on-1 because Giyu he didn't get, but my boy got knocked down a few times, and it's and even talking about Giyu, bro, like just talking about Tanjiro's like battle knowledge and stuff like that. Like obviously he before he became a demon slayer, he had like zero training. And in the first few
Right.
episodes, we meet Giyu. And obviously, we know that dude. He's one of the strongest Hashira there is, right? One of the strongest Hashira there is. And even like Akaza himself in the later chapters, chapter 151 or 152, Akaza said in that chapter, Giyu, I've killed hundreds of Hashira throughout the years, but yours is one of the ones I will remember your name. You are that good.
True.
I will remember your name.
He did say that.
Yeah, and Tanjiro, with no training, was able to catch Giyu off guard with the plan that he came up with to fly. When Giyu was about to kill Nezuko, Tanjiro tossed the rock to distract him, and he flipped up the axe. And if Giyu did not move at the split second, he would have got his shit chopped off. With no training, Tanjiro did that, and now he's been through, training arcs over at the building. I forgot what the building's name is, but he's trained with Zenitsu and Inosuke. He fought a upper rank 4 demon. I want to say it's Hatengu, and he had a conversation with Zenitsu on how he uses thunderclap and flash, thunder breathing, the super speed element of it. He was able, while that fight was happening, he was able to recall that conversation with Zenitsu and basically follow the steps that Zenitsu said and basically thunderclapped and flashed without thunderclapped and flashing. So Tanjiro is smart. He's really smart. He is. And even he has access to sun breathing with, Yoruichi and him being the originator of all the different breathing styles and him giving Muzan PTSD and all that shit from literally just looking at him, bro. Like, just looking at this man gives Muzan PTSD. And the reason why I'm saying Tanjiro is because out of all of that, I don't think Denji can keep up with it, man. Because he's strong. Yes, Denji is strong, but he's stupid. Denji is an idiot. He doesn't have any. If I'm, fuzzy on the manga details, so be it. But I'm pretty sure somebody will correct me. But I don't think Denji has had enough official training to out-train Tanjiro. I agree. He has the knowledge, the battle knowledge, and I don't think he has his fighting style down yet. I feel like Tanjiro kind of knows, certain situations require different fighting styles, different tactics, different techniques. And I just feel like Denji has the attitude where he's going to go in and just keep hitting shit. And if it doesn't work, try to hit it harder. So I got Tanjiro.
So as much as I agree with everything that you just said, this is the one thing that sets me apart to say that I don't know if Tanjiro can overcome this. Okay. So this is one of the abilities that Denji has. Blood consumption. Denji is able to heal completely from nearly any fatal injury, and in some instances recover from even death, so long as he consumes a sufficient amount of blood. For example, after losing his arm to the Bat Devil, Denji reattached itself after he received a blood transfusion. And he also has nigh immortality. Due to being a hybrid, Denji is immortal and nearly unkillable. He can survive being shot, thrown from buildings, and taking all kinds of injuries that would kill most devils. Even if he does die, as long as someone pulls the cord on his chest, Denji can come back to life in perfect condition. Even after being decapitated, which is what Tanjiro is going to try to do, is decapitate him because that's what he knows. But being cursed by the cursed devil itself and having most of his body blown up, Denji managed to come back to life with no lasting damage. I think after a while, and just off of those abilities alone, I think after a while, Tanjiro has been seen. He's a human, man. Like, he's not physically enhanced. That doesn't include Denji's enhanced speed. It doesn't include Denji's enhanced strength. That doesn't include the fact that Denji can create chainsaws literally fucking anywhere. Like, it's hard after a while for Tanjiro. Like, as much as I believe that Tanjiro can outthink Denji, even if he outthinks him and strikes what he would consider a fatal blow, it won't be fatal to Denji. So he'll just come back and do it again and wear Tanjiro down. And eventually his guard's going to get dropped. And without somebody to cover up for him, without Zenitsu there, without Inosuke there, and without somebody like Rengoku's not going to be there to save his ass. Like, I think Denji after a while is just going to wear him down and kill him.
So you think it's going to come down to a stamina, like durability type thing?
Endurance, yeah. Because after a while, I'm not saying that he's not more skilled. Obviously, Tanjiro is way more skilled. He has way more training. And his tactical level I'm telling you, and this is bold, and you know how much I love this man. His tactical level is getting close to how Kakashi's is, because Kakashi will analyze a situation. Like, look, take example like the Kaguya situation at the end of Shippuden. He was the one who was like, all right, I have a plan. I will tell you what we need to do, and this is how it's going to work. And it works all the time. Look at the fight that he did with, any fight Kakashi's ever been in. He's always been the one to been outsmarting everyone else. The only time he was outsmarted in a fight was when he first saw Itachi in the beginning of Shippuden in the forest, and that's because he didn't fully understand what a Mangekyo was yet. He didn't know the ability, but it took him one time. Obviously, it was like 3 days of torture, but after he recovered from it psychologically, he never made that mistake again. And if it wasn't for other people saving, I'm getting to Kakashi rant. But anyway, the point being that Tanjiro is almost to that level of strategy and like assessment. He's almost there, and I'm trying to give him as many flowers as I can. I just think it really will come down to endurance, and I think that Denji's regeneration abilities is so hard to get past that he will eventually find a way to kill Tanjiro just by wearing him down.
Good point. Good point. And you know what? I don't have a counter to that.
Yeah.
I'm 100% real with you. But I just feel like on paper, Tanjiro's feats versus Denji's feats, Tanjiro has way more, man. Way more.
Yeah, absolutely. But he's also had way better help.
But when you get into like the regenerative, powers, it's kind of like, well, actually,
because Denji's a hybrid. So like, yeah, they have breathing techniques to slow down like their death. Like, when Zenitsu was poisoned from the spider, he slowed the poison spread by breathing. So they have that ability, but it doesn't regenerate them. Like, he could stop bleeding, but it can't heal him without significant like time over time. Denji's is not like Wolverine, but he can heal way faster than him.
I still feel like Tanjiro would figure something out. I just feel like Tanjiro would figure something out, because bro, like
it's okay. It's all right.
I'm trying to remember. I don't want to talk out my ass, but I think there's a demon that don't demons regenerate, or am I tripping?
They do.
Can they regenerate to a degree?
Yeah. No, they definitely regenerate.
Yeah. It's not obviously it's not Wolverine level, but there is some slight regeneration. Like if you chop the fucking head off, like what's the?
Well, no, if you behead them, they're done.
They're done, yeah. But other than like, if you get like a demon gets chopped on the fucking arm, bro, like they can just be straight. So I feel like Tanjiro has the capacity to figure something out. I really want to give it to my boy Tanjiro. I feel like he's got something to figure it out. Now, like looking at it objectively, like that is a good point. That Denji's basically like
he's basically immortal, man.
Like, you can't kill him. Immortality is one of them things, man, where it's like it's a tough bitch to beat.
Right.
It's a tough bitch to beat, bro. No matter what the other dude got, if you can't kill him, you can't kill him. So,
and I think after a while, Tanjiro would just make a mistake, because we've seen him make mistakes all the time. Yeah. But luckily he's had friends around him to save him from those fatal mistakes. But after a while, like Denji's he's gonna catch him while he's slipping. And it hurts, man, because Tanjiro's one of my favorite characters, man.
It really does hurt.
I love that man. I think I gotta give this to Denji.
I'm gonna come up with something.
All right.
But yeah, for now, we'll say Denji's the winner. But I'm gonna come up with something off camera. I might put something in the comments and be like, "Yo, talking about fight number 4." Yeah, I might have some. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get at the Denji. We'll placeholder.
All right, cool. All right, so this is the one I found to be interesting because it kind of follows the same idea of Fight 4, but on a higher level. Yeah. Saitama versus Wolverine. Who you got?
Saitama.
Really?
Saitama, bro. Saitama, bro. Look, my nigga. I don't know if you're caught up with the manga, but Saitama is literally just he's beyond godly, bro. Saitama is
Yeah,
he started off the series as godly. Bro is beyond godly. He's progressed. It's crazy. Like
yeah,
he was fighting what's his name? Garu. He literally
yeah.
launched a cosmic gamma ray burst at Saitama that had enough energy to just annihilate a fucking star, bro, cause a supernova, and it did nothing to him. He was like, damn, that's crazy. And
Yeah.
during that fight, Saitama sneezed, serious sneeze, and he destroyed a planet. He destroyed Jupiter, bro,
Yeah.
with a sneeze. Like
Yeah.
there's so much force. I actually got the number. There's so much force in Saitama's serious sneeze. The entire gaseous layer of the planet, which is more than 1,000 times the volume of Earth, is blown away, exposing its core. He's faster than light, and when Garu and Saitama, when their punches connected, like a Goku and Beerus is connected, bro, it tore a hole in the fucking universe, bro. Like that's power right there, bro. Saitama, I know Wolverine has regeneration, but I also know Wolverine's regeneration isn't perfect. Like he can still get his head cut off. He can probably still fucking drown, I'm pretty sure. Wolverine can't drown.
Nah.
He can't drown.
As long as you keep him underwater, like
Facts.
so like as soon as you let his body rise to the surface, he's coming back though.
He's coming back. I think
So
Saitama would be able to do enough damage to where his healing factor can't catch up. Because there's a comic. I
there
can't
isn't no,
remember
there
it.
are
There's
you can hit
definitely
him hard enough.
where his like healing factor, it literally can't catch up to the damage that his like skin tissue is taking. So I
Yeah.
feel like if
That's how he dies
Saitama
originally
just
in the
kept,
comics.
yeah, if Saitama just kept wailing on this dude, bro, like boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 Saitama's taking it easy, bro.
So so I hear you and I
Easy,
believe
bro.
you. And
I believe you.
when I'm looking at this, maybe this wasn't as smart of a death battle as I thought it was gonna be. But my thought process when I was making this is I'm talking of like he still has adamantium,
Mm-hmm.
which is an unbreakable metal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, essentially unbreakable.
Unbreakable to
It
a
can be,
point.
yeah,
Yeah.
it can be broken by other adamantium, but it's essentially unbreakable.
Uh-huh.
And we have seen him like, and I almost want to call it a draw. I would never give the fight to Wolverine, but when I first had this sketched up in my notes, I had it as a draw because one, I kind of forgot how OP Saitama is. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I know they call him One Punch Man. So for everyone in the comments who's gonna be like, "Oh, but he forgot he's One Punch Man." No, okay, f you. All right, I'm
Yeah.
talking about
Facts.
there are different types of one punches. All right, and we've all seen it because Saitama can hit people and not be like serious about hitting people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
When he
so in
starts getting
those
those
hits,
serious punches and shit like that, though,
yeah,
bro,
that's when it's wraps.
it's raps.
So I think that Wolverine has, because of his adamantium skeleton, because of his regeneration ability, I think he'd be able to. Saitama has never fought somebody quite like Wolverine yet. You know what I mean? Like, sure, people have regenerated when Saitama's fought him, but Saitama ends it in one hit. Like it's not like it's so hard to like gauge how
Oh
strong
my
Saitama is.
god.
It's so hard to gauge how strong he is because he just kills people in one hit. Like,
So you don't know
so
like the cap of his power if
yeah,
everything's
so
in
like
one hit.
yeah, so like how hard can he really hit? Like if he's really putting every ounce of what he's got into a hit, does he like de-atomize you? So if that's the case, then obviously Wolverine doesn't have a chance. But if it's just gonna like Wolverine has regenerated completely from a drop of blood. Everything else was incinerated, completely destroyed, and a drop of blood, and he regenerated his whole body. So it's not like Saitama couldn't kill Wolverine. I'm just curious if Saitama would understand that Wolverine would eventually come back. So can Saitama de-atomize people? Because in theory, Wolverine can regenerate from even a singular atom. That's why I kind of want to call it a draw. Not because I think Wolverine would end up beating Saitama, but because I don't think Saitama can really de-atomize people. And if he can, then obviously that's why I was going to call it a draw, is just because at the end of the day, like if you can't on a cellular level destroy someone utterly and completely, the essence of who they are, then Wolverine can't be killed.
It's crazy, man, because Wolverine can definitely be damaged. Gunfire, all that shit, bro. That impalement, all that can hurt him. I feel like Saitama,
he gets hurt, but he doesn't die.
Hurt, but it doesn't kill him. So a lot of these are coming out to like endurance, and it's so
exactly.
Funny, man. It's so funny. I just feel like Saitama would honestly just beat the shit out of Wolverine, though.
Yeah, like, I think at the end of the day, like
if one punch could probably, I don't know if it would de-atomatize him, but it would knock this nigga out. I know that.
For sure.
It would probably punch this nigga off the planet. So maybe he punches this nigga off the planet a bunch of times. I don't know.
I don't know. That's why it's so hard. So do you kind of understand why I chose this for this specific death battle? Because I don't think anyone else on the list really stands a chance against Saitama. Like, outside of maybe Goku and Superman, if you want to take into the various forms.
There's been a bunch of people who do like Saitama versus Goku, and that's such a rabbit hole in itself, man.
Yeah, it's hard, man.
I think
Saitama wins the fight.
I still got Saitama winning the fight. If it was a like drawn out thing, maybe Saitama would get tired, but I don't think I've seen Saitama get like gassed because everything takes one punch. So it's like,
that's what I'm saying.
What am I getting tired from? So
I would never say Wolverine wins the fight. I think
Saitama would just get bored, honestly.
Yeah.
He'd be like, you know what? Yeah. He's not even hitting me. It's like pinball. I'm just like knocking the nigga back and forth, bro. Like I think Saitama would just get bored and be like, yeah, well, it is what it is, bro. I don't care. But like from an objective standpoint, bro, I still gotta give it to Saitama.
I think eventually Wolverine would just, if he gets hit hard enough to like, which I honestly wouldn't even put it past him. I would not be like surprised if Saitama like just serious punched every atom out of his body. I really wouldn't. But I haven't seen that yet. Right. But I haven't seen it yet. So until I see it, I'm gonna call it a draw.
That's fair.
Let me know in the comments below.
Yeah, let me know. I'm definitely gonna ask for critiques and shit like that. Because if y'all feel
I know Ella's about to be lighting me up in this comment.
Facts, bro. Facts. All right, what's the next one? Ooh, I know the next one. All right.
Fight number 6. This one's gonna get a little interesting. Oof. Sasuke versus Meliodas. And if you're not caught up on 7 Deadly Sins, do your homework.
Do your homework, man. Go ahead and take this one. Go ahead.
So in my mind, when I hear this, I'm thinking prime Sasuke. All right, so I'm thinking he's at the height of his abilities, no handicaps.
Mm-hmm.
So he got both his arms. He's got his Rinnegan, he's got his Mangekyo Sharingan, and he's got all of his Tailed Beast chakra, and he's got all the 6 Sage Paths chakra. But I'm also taking Meliodas as the Demon King. Okay, that's the only way I can do this fight. In my mind, this is the only way that makes sense. This is gonna hurt my soul to say out loud. I think Meliodas wins this fight.
Okay, so we agree.
Okay.
Okay, we agree. Awesome. No, man. No.
I think Meliodas cooks this fight. And you know how much, like, first of all, I hate Sasuke, but Naruto is like my bread and butter, right? So it's hard for me to like try to bring my bias out of a fight.
Mm-hmm.
But the sheer amount of shit Meliodas has been able to do against just he literally fought the entity of heaven themselves forever. He is so cold-blooded. His abilities are insane. And just for the fight's purposes, I'm going to allow full counter to counter jutsus, just for it to make sense. Because technically,
Yeah.
full counter can only counter magic, but we don't know what it would be considered in either universe,
Yeah.
right? So I'm just like for like a fireball jutsu, I'm gonna allow him to full counter that. Sasuke, I think, moves faster, just with teleportation with the Renegon, but normal speed, we've seen Meliodas move crazy fast.
Meliodas takes normal speed, bro.
Yeah, like
He definitely takes
I'm
normal
just
speed.
like he hits harder. He's not as smart, I don't think, as Sasuke. I think I'm gonna give IQ probably to Sasuke, but not by much because Meliodas is not dumb.
Yeah.
He
He's
outsmarted his father, so is he really that dumb?
not.
You know, like
I'll give him a good middle
he's,
ground.
you
He's
know,
not
I say he's
like.
pretty smart,
Yeah, he's smart. He's smart. I don't
but
think he's touching like.
he's not like
He's not
he's not a
Kakashi
genius.
smart. Yeah, he's not a
Yeah, but
fucking.
but he is smart. So I'm gonna give IQ to Sasuke, but it's not gonna be by much. But everything else physically goes to Meliodas.
Meliodas for sure, bro. Yeah,
He's
no,
been
you said
fighting for
everything.
longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's faster, he's stronger, he has better abilities. And like, yeah, it would take him a little while to get over the teleportation thing, but normal speed would probably catch up to him eventually. And Sasuke gets tired, and Meliodas does not when he is in Demon King form.
Mm-hmm.
So I think endurance, you got to get to. I think it's pretty much a clean sweep almost.
Yeah, clean sweep. It's clean sweep, bro. You said everything I was gonna say. So it's a clean sweep, bro. Like it being generous, I'll give Sasuke the knowledge portion of it.
Yeah.
But physical ability, actual abilities, Meliodas, bro. It's gotta be Meliodas. Y'all can argue with yourselves. It's gotta be Meliodas, man.
Yeah. All y'all Sasuke fanboys can let us know if we messed up down in the comments.
Clean sweep. And like, I don't know, Sasuke's a pretty good character.
He's a good character.
Like, he's a good character, but Meliodas is a little just.
Meliodas is that dude. I don't care what anyone says. That dude is the guy. Like, and the crazy thing is, since day one of that show, he was that guy, and he never let that title go.
Mm-hmm.
Total tangent, but I gotta bring it up. Did you see that fight versus Escanor, dude? That shit was so cold. Like, which is kind of like leading into the next fight, but like, like Jesus Christ, yeah, that dude can, that's crazy. So I think I'm glad we both agree. I thought you were going to be pretty heavy on the Sasuke train.
Nah, Sasuke, he's a good character, but he's not my favorite character. But he's a good one.
All right.
But Meliodas is different.
Facts. Fight number 7. Base level Hulk. Okay. All right. We're not talking about World Breaker Hulk. All right. So for everyone out there who's going to be like, well, eventually he wipes out universes. Shut up. I'm talking about base level Hulk. Yes, he gets stronger as he gets angry, but he can still be defeated. We've seen it before.
Yeah.
Base level Hulk versus Escanor from the 7 Deadly Sins, the Lion Sin of Pride. Who you got winning this fight?
This one's tough, man. This one is one of the ones that I struggle with. I got Hulk.
You got Hulk winning? Okay.
Yes, because man, Escanor has so much raw strength and so much pride, which is great, bro. But his ability, sunshine. It's from sunrise to noon, where he's basically that nigga. And as soon as the sun starts going down, he goes back to his little form where he's a fucking. And if Hulk can just last out until then, Hulk's easy sweep, bro. So if these niggas start fighting at 5:30, and the sun starts going down at 6, bro, Escanor is done for, bro. It's done.
So like I said in the beginning, the fight is staged to see the two of them to gauge just how strong their abilities can be. So I'm gonna say that the fight is it's got to be during the day. The fight can only be during the day, and the fight will end during the day. The sun will never set on this fight, but he will not be. It will not be noon the whole fight. So he will not get to be in the one.
Nah, bro.
So I also have Hulk winning this fight. but for a completely separate reason. I think that Escanor and his ability to be so arrogant that he will let anyone just it doesn't matter. He doesn't block punches. He just takes them.
No, he'll take them.
Because he's too prideful to think that someone else could hurt him. The Hulk is going to bash his brains out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not to say that Escanor won't put up a fight, but like the axe that Escanor uses, that is not like Mjolnir. You don't have to be worthy to carry it. It's just heavy as shit.
Just a heavy ass fucking axe.
It's super heavy. I'm telling you right now, the Hulk would take that axe and beat the dog shit out of him. And I mean that with everything I love, because Escanor is one of my favorite characters of any anime ever. I think it's an amazing character line, and he's amazing. But he'd have to be in the whole fight to even stand a chance. Because eventually, Hulk's going to get really pissed off, and he's going to end up killing him.
Yeah,
like,
and
Escanor is not unbeatable.
It's kind of crazy, bro. Like, when you're dealing with the Hulk, and you mentioned it, but his power scales with his anger. So theoretically, there's not really a limit to how strong Hulk can get, because there's not a limit to how mad somebody can really get. Like, if Hulk is in like an absolute rage, because I know we're not talking about like transformations or anything, but like like World Breaker, or like, what's the new one, Titan Hulk? Have you heard of that one? Yeah, where he gets so mad he fucking like, bro, if Hulk gets mad enough, he will rip that man apart, bro. And Escanor would just let him. He'd be like, bro, that's what I'm saying. Arrogance and pride are gonna be Escanor's downfall in this fight, because he's just gonna sit there and let Hulk beat the shit out of him, thinking Hulk's not doing nothing. When really he's like, oh shit, hold up, he's still hitting me, hold up. Like, come on, bro. I got Hulk winning this all day. Not even with no transformations, bro. Not even talking about fucking Red Hulk or World Breaker Hulk, Immortal Hulk, none of that, bro. Just straight base Hulk. It's clapping this thing, bro.
I think eventually Hulk's just gonna get really upset, and he's gonna get really strong, and Escanor is gonna be like, he's gonna be too arrogant to try to like outsmart him, which would be the only way that Escanor would win the fight, is if he can outsmart him and use like Cruel Sun atomize his ass or some shit. Like, that's the only way that I see him doing that. And Escanor's too prideful to do that, and he won't. So he'll just let him hit him, and it'll be over. And you have to either knock him out, you have to either knock Hulk out to win the fight, convince Banner to come out. You have to find out that he has a split personality and convince Banner to come out to stop the Hulk, which Escanor would never do. Yeah. Or you have to de-atomize him. And I don't think Escanor can do that. So I'm going to give this fight to Hulk.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. Hulk's definitely taking this, and we're not shitting on Escanor. He got durability, but like against
that man's
the Hulk,
my dude. But like,
against the Hulk, bro. There's only so many times a big green dude can punch you square in the fucking face, and you don't flinch. Like, he's durable, but he's not that durable to where he can take full on punches from the Hulk and not do a single thing about it, bro.
Yeah, so and plus Hulk can regenerate. So, like, and we've seen Escanor bleed a lot. So I don't think it's really as close. I think that he would rip off Escanor's arm and beat him. Yeah. So Hulk, easy sweep. Yeah. Easy sweep. All right. So here's the one I've been waiting for this entire week. This is the one that I wanted to have your opinion on. Because outside of Superman and Goku, this is the best one on this list, in my opinion. This one's tough, bro. Madara versus Luffy. Who you got? Actually, Luffy. You know what? You got Luffy? Okay, hold on. My nigga Luffy. Because I know you got Madara. I was like, bro, I'm thinking about it. And it's crazy. So let me get some background, right? So give me some pretext, bro. I was trying to find something for Luffy against I was trying, bro. Like, I looked at old clips of Madara, and I looked at newer clips of Luffy, and Gear 5 is a thing now. But if we're going, oh my god, because we're going based off base, bro. Holy shit, bro. Like, what do you even do against him? Solo dolo, you're gonna give Luffy the win over Madara?
Look. If transformations, actually, no, bro. It's okay. So this
Madara
one's
don't
really
need him.
this one's really fucking difficult, bro. Because I know Madara doesn't need him, and Luffy would definitely need to go up to at least gear 4 or 5 to stand a fucking chance. But the thing about it, I don't know that much about gear 5, so I don't know how strong realistically it is. If we're gonna like make the argument, if it's base to base, then
if it's base, Madara's cooking.
yeah, I'm
If
sorry.
it's base, no, I'll give you gear 4. I'll give you gear 4 versus Madara, and I still take Madara.
Yeah, even gear 4, it saps some energy from him, man. It saps energy from him, and fuck, bro. This is
here's
tough.
the thing, man. Luffy's my dude, bro. Like,
yes,
come on,
bro,
straw hat all the way. Come on now, you know me. Like,
I really
Luffy's my dude.
Look, bro, I am a straw hat pirate. I was just, bro, like, holy shit. I really want to do my nigga Luffy justice, bro, but I'm like playing the fight out in my head. And I'm like, I realistically, it's just
Madara's, okay. So here let's just go down the line. Physical strength, bro. Physical strength, I would probably give to Luffy. Just off of like how hard can my fist hit your face? I'm gonna give it to Luffy.
Luffy. I'm gonna give durability to Luffy.
You're gonna give durability to Luffy?
Yes, bro. I'm giving durability. This nigga's rubber, bro. This nigga's rubber.
That matters?
This nigga is rubber, bro.
Bro, Madara fought an entire army.
Gum balloon, my nigga. Gum balloon, my nigga.
All right. I'll give you that one. Whatever.
Oh my god. No, go ahead. Go for abilities. Go for abilities, bro. We can come back to durability.
Abilities. You're gonna give the fact that Madara has mastered almost every chakra release. Madara has genjutsu that will make Luffy think he's fighting Madara when he's not fighting Madara. He has the ultimate defense in... What do you mean,
Genjutsu wouldn't work, bro. Genjutsu would not work.
How can you even say that?
Genjutsu wouldn't work, bro. Because check it out. Genjutsu works by, and correct me if I'm wrong, by controlling the chakra flow of somebody's central fucking nervous system and taking control of all their senses, right?
No. So I'll read exactly what it is.
Okay. Because if it's like that, Luffy does not have chakra. Luffy has haki, so it wouldn't affect him.
All genjutsu is, it literally means illusionary techniques, is one of the main jutsu categories which uses chakra, doesn't use the opponents. Unlike ninjutsu, the effects of genjutsu are not real, only being illusions for those who fall victim of it. So it's just a mind game. So we have to assume that it would work.
Fuck, man. I'm really Luffy, bro. I'm trying, but you're not working with Luffy. You're not working with me, man. Like the amount of unstoppableness that Madara has, bro.
It's just not fair.
They wrote Madara too strong, bro. And I'm trying to give Luffy a chance, bro. I'm really trying, but
he's got superior speed, superior intellect, superior abilities, superior defense. And I'll give you, if you want to give him endurance, cool. I don't think you can, but if you want to do it, all right.
Because Luffy, look, bro, look, my nigga, Luffy is not no bitch. Let's just get that out there right now. He's got haki to where he can see into the future, bro.
Yeah.
Like all these abilities that he has, bro. Like the gum fruit. My nigga is the sun god, bro. My nigga is Joy Boy, bro.
Yeah, like, I'm telling you, it won't matter. Madara is the end of worlds. Like
the end of worlds. Look, bro.
He was written so well. His defense is
too strong. Madara was written way too strong, bro.
I'm not even giving him the regenerated, like when he's reanimated, because reanimated Madara is so unfair. It's not even close. Like, because when you're reanimated, you can't die, and you die when you use up all your chakra. So that basically means you have unlimited chakra, which is not fair. So I'm going to give you. I'm just going to give you like prime.
Madara is hacks. Like, let's just say that.
So like, I'm just throwing it out there. Madara has so much going for him. And not that Luffy doesn't. And I'm not hating on my dude. Like, come on, man. I got my straw hat in the bag, bro. But
look, I'm really trying to sell Luffy, but everything this man has done, like, I can't scale his feats to anything Madara has touched. As much as I want to, as much as I want to say Luffy would clap, yes, Gear 5 clapped Kaido. Gear 5 clapped Kaido. He's not in Gear 5 because he didn't give me Gear 5. So like, I can't.
Well, even if he is in Gear 5, it's not sustainable. We haven't seen him sustain it for
and I haven't seen any, because I know Gear 5 dude can turn giant. He can grab lightning bolts, basically fucking alter reality, turn this nigga into rubber. But like, it's just crazy how no matter what I think of with Luffy, everything I've seen of Madara is just absolutely disgusting, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
it's disgusting. And as much as I want to stick to my guns with Luffy, man, sometimes you just gotta admit, man, this nigga's, even with Gear 5, I don't think so.
I think Madara is just, and this is no disrespect, man, to my dude, because Luffy's that guy. But without like some serious hacks, Madara is cleaning house, bro. And I knew this one was gonna bother you. I was thinking about this all week, and I was like,
because
he's about to go through. He's about to get to Wano, and he's gonna be like, he's gonna be on the Luffy bandwagon.
Oh my gosh, bro! Because like, I'm trying to think, because this nigga's got Gum Gatling gun, bro. He can just rain down hell on Madara. Obviously, Madara is just gonna stand there. Let me finish. Obviously, Madara is just gonna stand there. And nothing's gonna happen, but he can do it. He can Gum Gatling gun his little heart out, man. And I just Luffy, man. Luffy.
Stop playing.
Luffy, man.
Stop playing.
Y'all get in the comments and y'all help me out, man, because I want to give my nigga Luffy the. I can't, bro.
No, it's Madara. It's Madara. If y'all disagree, let us know in the comments, because this is the one that we've been waiting on.
I'm sorry, Luffy, but like, it's just
Madara is just broken,
and he is, and that's a problem. Like, he's too damn strong. All right, he's too damn strong. You need to calm your ass down.
It took 3 of the 4 that fought Madara at the end. Bro, think about all the shit that Madara let happen to him. Just let happen. And just to put this in perspective, because I just want people to understand this at home, because we'll make videos later on down the line about like specific verses. I'm letting you know right now, when I come back to this video, and I use this video as proof to say that Hashirama would beat the dog shit out of every single character in the Naruto universe outside of Naruto, I want y'all to remember this. Because when we brought up Madara, and we're like, God damn, he can do anything. Like, he's written so well. Hashirama consistently clapped that fool. I just want y'all to keep that same energy. Anyway.
Hold up. No. My nigga Luffy gotta have something, bro. Hold up. My nigga Luffy gotta have something, bro. Man, Luffy can't beat Prime War or Ten Tails Madara. Holy fuck. All right, you know what?
Okay, stop.
I tried my best. Y'all. I tried my best, bro.
Prime War arc.
I tried my best.
I was just talking about Prime Madara. I'm not giving him the 10 tails, bro.
Oh my gosh, bro. Like, come on, bro. All right. You know what? We'll give that one to Madara. Sorry, Luffy.
All right.
Pirate
King. You my dog, Luffy.
Yeah, but you'll be a pirate king.
You gonna find the One Piece one day, but
Madara ain't no fucking pirate. I know that. All right, thanks,
he didn't have a crew.
Facts. He ain't with Nami. That's funny,
All right.
man.
So for this, I just want it to be clear. We are talking about pre-war arc Kakashi in this. Pre-war arc. So we still got his Sharingan. However, he does not move at the speed of every other one. He moves fast, but he doesn't move incredibly fast. Right?
Okay.
So I just want to let that be known. And we are talking about the most badass version of Batman you can think. Batman v Kakashi.
Kakashi.
Think Arkham Knight. Kakashi claps.
Kakashi claps, yeah. Because at the end of the day, I ain't gonna lie, no matter what version of Batman you get, Batman is just a rich nigga in a suit. At the end of the day.
Yeah, but you know,
he's a rich nigga in a suit.
He's got some durable suits.
He's got some skills, yes. But he's
got the Hellbat armor.
He's got the Hellbat armor, but he's still a
I'm not gonna lie.
nigga in a suit.
Facts. I'm not gonna lie though. If he was wearing the Hellbat armor, he's dogging Kakashi. He's dogging. And remind me
on the Hellbat armor. Remind me on that.
Okay, so the Hellbat armor was created by the Justice League, and it is essentially a end-all, be-all, allowing Batman to become a one-man walking Justice League. All right, so this shit is, and like this is why I wanted to bring this up, because the Hellbat armor it's literally insane. So the Hellbat armor is a special bat suit designed and built by Bruce Wayne and forged by the Justice League to enable Batman to defend himself and others against Justice League superhumans that Batman would otherwise be incapable of fighting. So it is made out of a shifting metallic nanokinetic composition, which, like, just for some of the stuff that's in the Hellbat armor, just so we can understand what we're talking about. Like, the whole Justice League was horrified of the Hellbat armor. Okay. So what is in it? Okay. Here we go. Because it's like forged in like all sorts of shit. All right. This allows Batman to have increased physical abilities, but drains his metabolism and can kill him if it's used too much. The armor itself was composed of shifting nanokinetic metal composition, which could be shed and readorned to his person on command via voice-activated computer AI with a built-in cloaking feature that gives him total invisibility. The armor's cape transforms into a pair of wings, the substance of which comprises of the same nanotech particle mesh of the suit. So, like, the armor itself was infused with Flash's speed. It was forged in the sun by Superman. It was blessed by the goddesses that by Athena and shit. Like, it's a crazy suit of armor.
Okay.
It basically allows him to like solo any like Black Adam, no problem. Superman, no problem. Darkseid, he fought Darkseid in the Hellbat armor by himself. Like, the dudes. So that's what I'm saying. Like, obviously Kakashi would like not stand a chance because
without that suit, Kakashi claps. Don't care, GG's.
Yeah. Okay. So like Kakashi's my guy, and I want to give Batman some justice, right? So I don't think Genjutsu works on Batman because like Batman's been tried to be mind possessed before. It doesn't work out. He constantly tries to build up defenses against psychological attacks and against mind control. We've seen this before when Batman is sitting across from Martian Manhunter and Martian Manhunter reveals that he can read his mind. Martian Manhunter continuously tries to read his mind, and Batman has completely cloaked his mind, and he was taught this by like some Tibetan monks or some shit. And so like Batman has done every contingency plan possible. He's mastered every martial art in history, every single one of them. He is an expert in every one of them. And he is the absolute peak performance of a human being. I mean, like, this dude can bench press like 1,500 pounds. The dude can run like a mile in like fucking 4 minutes flat. The dude's like insane. He's literal insane. As close as you can get to being a super soldier. Yeah, as close as you can get to being a super soldier without being a super soldier. However, Kakashi has everything, is just as smart as Bruce Wayne, if not smarter.
I was just about to say that, bro. Sharingan, Chidori, bro, Shadow Clones, Water Prison Jutsu, come on.
Yeah. I don't know if, just because of straight abilities of that, like, obviously he doesn't have any chakra So Batman's not going to be able to like perform any jutsu, but that doesn't mean that he won't be able to like hurt people, because obviously we've seen Rock Lee hurt people without any fucking jutsus. However, I think that if the fight started and Kakashi immediately went to jutsus, the fight's over.
Oh yeah, no,
However, if Batman had a long enough time to prep for this fight, I think Kakashi could lose. The only way I think Kakashi could lose is if Batman knew about chakra points, and was able to hit them, which we can assume that is within Batman's ability to hit a chakra point. If he memorized chakra points on a body and blocked chakra, and it was just straight hand-to-hand taijutsu,
you got Batman?
I got Batman winning a physical fight. Because Kakashi without jutsu is just a dude. He's just a guy.
Just a dude, yeah. I mean, still, taijutsu crazy, but still.
Yeah, his taijutsu crazy, but like, bro, he's mastered every martial art in history. Like, he's going to find a way. But I think if you add into the fact, if Batman does not have prep time and he doesn't have some special suit of armor that will protect him and increase his endurance, Kakashi's going to clap.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. If Kakashi goes out as soon as he sees... Do you think he would go all out against Batman, though? Like, as soon as he sees him?
Kakashi?
Yeah,
no, because he's very analytical. He would want to know what he can...
Conversation or some scoping out before?
I mean, probably, but like there would have to be a purpose for them to fight, right? Like,
yeah,
or else they just both walk away. So we're just assuming that they want to fight each other for whatever reason.
And which ain't nothing wrong with it, bro.
Yeah, so I think just off of the fact that if Batman is just in a normal bat suit and he doesn't have like the mech bat suit or something to increase his durability, I think Kakashi wins this fight fairly easily.
Kakashi collapses. So
yeah.
Easy.
So we could argue, like, obviously, if you want to give him like a mech suit, that would be different. I think, if you give him like the Batman Beyond suit, that would be different. If you want to give him any suit that increases his durability, that then I really do think Batman stands a chance.
A chance. But I'm not saying he's smoking Kakashi now.
Yeah.
With all that extra help, he's got a chance. I'll give him that.
If he's got the Hellbat armor, he's wiping. But he'd have to have some significant enhancements to stand up in the fight. Yeah.
But as it stands right now, Kakashi claps. GG, next fight. So,
that's my dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And then last but certainly not least, and one that I know that you had a specific interest in when I first sent these out. Last but not least, Zoro from One Piece, the Straw Hat Pirates. Kirito from SAO, my favorite anime of all time. Season. Who you got?
Zoro.
Oh, you got Zoro, huh? All right.
Because, bro,
why am I not surprised? You got to get one of the Straw Hats. You know what I mean?
You got to get one of the Straw Hats, bro. And Zoro, I'm telling you, Zoro is that dude, bro. Zoro is. I was about to make a bold statement. I feel like Zoro is one of the best swordsmen in all of anime, bro. He has to be in. He has to be in that conversation of best swordsman in all of anime. Like, practical stuff out of the way. Kirito dual wields, right?
Yes.
Zoro
can tri-wield. Yeah.
Treat him things, man. Yeah. 3 beats 2, practically. And second, bro, he got trained by the strongest swordsman in the One Piece world. Miyako.
Yes.
Bounty of like 3.6, 3.3 something billion. 3.6 billion berries, something like that. Billion? Yeah, and we saw him body Zoro with literally like a little pocket knife in the beginning of the show, bro. So that's just scale of how strong this dude is. Zoro going all out at the beginning of the show was held back with a pocket knife, bro. And he got trained by that dude. Like, sword skill strength is up there. We see him get Shisui. We see him learn Haki. We see him get Enma, the sword that literally damaged one of the strongest people in the world, Kaido, at the time. When he, in episode 956, when he first like unsheathed Enma, he just casually sliced off a chunk of mountain. And Sanji was like, damn, bro, that's crazy. And like in chapter 1009, we see him like just full on tank an attack. Granted, he blocked, but he still tanked it. He still stood there like a G.
He still did.
A combined attack from Kaido and Big Mom. So you cannot argue this man is not durable, and he cannot take a hit, bro. His speed is nuts, bro. Speed is nuts. Strength is nuts.
I agree with you.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure.
he's coming for the smoke.
Hey, I got one of my straw hats out here. I got one of them out here. I had to. My boy Luffy gonna forgive me.
All right, so when I was thinking of this particular fight, obviously I wasn't thinking about like, I'd say probably like post 500 Zoro. I'm thinking like when Zoro was base level versus Kirito base level, because obviously like Kirito doesn't stand a chance against like Zoro when he's like where we are now, and like when we get to Wano, like Zoro would just keep the crap out of it. Yeah. So like base level Zoro, I still think wins.
Yep.
But I still would like to throw out there for a guy who is in a video game fighting the creator of the video game, who had the impregnable defense in the video game. If it wasn't for cheating, Kirito would have won that fight.
I get that to you. I get that to you. But Zoro ain't in a video game. Zoro out the mud. Zoro out the mud. So I give it to Zoro. Zoro wins.
Yeah, easy. Zoro wins. It's not even really that close. All right, so just to recap, Zoro versus Kirito, we got Zoro winning.
Mm-hmm.
Batman versus Kakashi, base level, we still have Kakashi winning. Madara versus Luffy, we have Madara winning.
I'll give that to you, sure. I'll give that to you. Right.
Hulk versus Escanor, we have the Hulk winning.
Mm-hmm.
Sasuke versus Meliodas, we have Meliodas winning. Saitama versus Wolverine, we have a draw / Saitama winning.
That's a draw. That's a draw, bro. Yeah. I'm gonna get that. Yeah. I'm gonna get that with a draw, bro.
Yeah. Let us know.
Let us know.
Number 4, Tanjiro versus Denji. I have Denji. Stefan has Tanjiro winning.
I still got winning a Tanjiro, bro. Y'all let us know. Bro.
Yeah. Y'all know Denji wins that fight. Anyway,
Tanjiro got it, bro.
Number 3, we have Deku versus Asta. We both have Deku, even though that's the worst main protagonist of any anime ever created.
Hey, sometimes you gotta let your feelings out, man. Sometimes you gotta cry, man. Hey, real men cry, all right?
Yeah. Number 2, Naruto versus Ichigo. We have Naruto winning slightly. And I know Ellis would disagree if he was here, so let us know in the comments, Ellis.
I'll let him know.
And number 1, we have Superman versus Goku. Superman winning the fight.
Yeah.
Right.
Sad to say, because I'm such a Goku stan, man. But like, the research I did on Superman and all the feats that I saw this man do is just absolutely insane, bro. Like, it would be idiotic to say like Goku is doing something to whatever the fuck I saw on this internet. This Google Chrome that Superman is doing.
He's one of the most overpowered characters ever written.
Yeah, I know. So Superman, he'll take it. Yeah. He'll take it.
All right, man. That's all I got. All right. Those are the matches.
That's a great episode. Appreciate you planning it.
Yeah, sure, man.
Yeah, that's all we got. So, tune in next 2 weeks. We'll have the next episode. This has been episode 14 of the Actual Anime Podcast. And I ain't got nothing else, so deuces.
See you.